true. You and I have never seen democracy. All we've seen is hypocrisy.
All we say to America is be true to what you said on paper.
You know what's right. Just do right. It will satisfy your soul.
Good morning, y'all. Good morning, it's your boy Big Frank. What it is, what's up, what's happening, how you feeling, how you living, how you breathing, how you moving. Great things is happening today. Do me a favor, I know the show a little different today. It's your boy Big Frank. The morning crew was on this morning. But I want to get into some real life conversation. Niagara Falls, pull up, Niagara Falls, tap in. Yeah, I know that this morning I'm not praying or prophesying, but I want to talk the city of Niagara Falls. Trying to have a conversation with y'all. I was on here last night. We were watching the debate. Not the debate. We were watching the election, the Democratic and Conservative election. Shout out to Brian Archie for his achievements. And I just want to have a conversation because this is my first year actually looking at the numbers for voting. Yeah, Yusef, good morning, good morning, good morning. How you doing, sir? I hope all is well with you. Listen, it's a good morning, it's a good day. How was the elections over there in Buffalo? I hope they went well. I don't know. I don't know all the results for Buffalo, unfortunately. I was a little biased on my due diligence today. And I am in focusing on Niagara Falls. But hey, I'm at the studio. What's going on? Yeah. So let's get into a conversation. Get ready to pull up my screen here so I can prepare to share my screen so you guys can really see what's going on, what I'm talking about. But listen, outside of that, how y'all feeling today? How you doing? When y'all pull up, say good morning. Say good morning. I have some things on my heart I want to discuss, and also have some things that I just want to tap into this morning that I don't want you all to miss. But let's deal with the fact that yesterday, did you vote? I'm not asking who you voted for. My question is, did you put your hand in your hand in action to be able to delegate who or what is going to govern your city? Did you vote? Who's out there? Did you vote? Yes and or no? Okay, good answer. Good answer. I'm just checking my audio while I'm here. Make sure you guys can hear me this morning. Verifying. All right, we're here. So, first of all, did you vote? Did you vote? Because what we're not going to do in our progress of moving forward is complain about government, the city, the situation, and not put our hands in the pot or do what's required to yield a change or transformation. Okay, that's something that we're not going to do. So Dante has beat this horse so many times. Dante Miles, our councilman, Demetrius Nix has gone through this process. I want to encourage you all, whether you voted this time or not, be prepared November 7th to put in a vote. All right, let's look at some numbers. I think I'm just talking. Excuse me. Let's look at some numbers here, and I'm going to share my screen. Share my screen. Present share screen, and I want to share this specifically. All right, let's share this. Boom. Right. Let's go to the top of the page. Are you with me? Whoa, can you hear me? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, y'all can hear me. I'm here. I'm in the corner. I thought I was gone. So, all right. So, the Niagara County State and Local Primary 2023. I don't like this. I don't like this setup. I don't like the way that looks. I want to give it. That might be better. Oh, you ain't got to see me at all. All right. I'll take that one. I'll take this. So, I guess you can put me in the corner. Hey, y'all. All right. So here is the numbers for we had 5% of registered voters vote. All right. Vote. I'm grateful for those who voted. But we have 141, I'm rounded up, 1,000 registered voters, and we had ballots counted was 7,261. Voter turnout 5%. My question would be number one: is this normal? Is this average? Because we need to make sure that we are putting our voice in there and that we're doing our due diligence, okay? That we're out here putting in that work, that energy, and that effort, that our voices are heard through voting, okay? I went to the booth, okay? I went to the booth. Did you go to the booth? Did you put it in? Oh, and I know we got some conspiracies out here, but let's talk about it. So, real quick, for those who are trying to figure out what's going on, long story short, for the Democratic and Conservative vote, Robert Imbristino had 1,323 votes. Demetrius Nix, 581. Coughlin had 1,009. Wright-in was 11. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Demetrius Nix, and I talked to him this morning. He really got a lot of his new voters to vote and to come out and vote. And he did that with a community who normally don't vote. He had a lot of new registrants that came out and voted. Nevertheless, granted, he may not have won this this portion of the fight, but sometimes it's a long range game. That makes sense. So, but I want to commend him again for his efforts. My hope is that for us, let me unshare my screen for a minute, because it is my hope. It is my hope that we all are willing to put pressure on the city of Niagara Falls, put pressure on what it is that's required for growth, evolving, and really making forward progress. Because if we're not going to do our due diligence, if we're not going to put pressure on our government, why are we talking? Why are we having conversations and dialogues if we're not going to put pressure on the people who are occupying the office and the seat? Because we're sitting on our porches, we're complaining, and we have all these statements. But I think there's a responsibility for us to step into an aggressive, consistent conversation to let them know that, listen, hey, you're doing this, we need this, and this is some suggestions on how we can get it done. So that's all I'm saying. Let's go back to the poll. So in this situation here, simply put, a shout out again to Brian S. Archie, Negro Lewis, as well. I just commend them just for their due diligence. Brian Archie came out the top. I believe Brian Archie is an excellent candidate. Look forward to seeing how he moves and navigate going forward. Listen to me. I encourage everybody to get in the habit of attending the council meetings. Listen to me, and hear me well. Y'all probably like, oh, here they go again with this. It's important that you listen. The council meetings let you know what is taking place in the city. Your voice, your opinion, your input, your aggression, your determination, your consistency. You may not feel like it, but it has a place and a weight on who represents you in the common council seat. One of my things that Councilman Dante Miles, is that, listen, he's been beating you all for your support. He's still seeking your support. But if you all don't support, when the term is up, the term is up. So what you're saying, Frank, now is the time to really have a plan of, oh, you ain't gonna like me this morning. I only got a few minutes. To truly have a plan of action. Like, okay, let me pause here. Number one, you have to get an understanding of the city of Niagara Falls, who owns what's what, and really what the fight is, number one. Because without understanding, you'll find yourself talking about things that you don't have sure understanding of, or a true comprehension, if you will. All right, give me a minute. Give me a hot second, guys. And with that, you are able to cause more challenges. So number one, you want to come to the meetings to get an understanding. Who's selling what, what's moving where, what's happening. All right. You want to get there because you want to have a place where you can voice your opinions. Let me help you. Talking to your neighbor and your friends is not going to solve the challenges and the dilemmas that we have here in the city of Niagara Falls. Forgive me, Buffalo, if you're listening, but we had a vote. And the way that it looks as of right now is that the mayor who's been mayor is going to continue to reign as mayor. That's the way, just based off of this, he has the Democratic seat. And I'm not really a political like that, but what I'm going to say is that there is no way that whoever and forgive me if I haven't been here for y'all, but I'm here now. There's no way that we are going to allow anybody who's going to operate the mayoral seat, the seat of mayor, and continue, forgive me for this word, treacherous, unbalanced behavior. I'm in trouble now. Not saying that, listen, I get it. You won't understand the seat of mayor until you're in that seat and you get all of the smoke and all of the restrictions, all of the challenges that come with it. I can respect that. But what I am going to say is there has to be a community-focused involvement. Listen to me. I don't care who occupied the seat. Okay, I don't care who won the seat overall in November. All I'm saying is that we need you all to have a community, a collective community agenda or assignment. Why? Because we know that Niagara Falls is lit. We know that 3rd Street and the hotels and those things are booming, and that's where the money and the income is. But my challenge is what happens after that, because the tourists got attractions, they got all these things, and then you're all applying jobs, granted. But once you leave downtown Niagara Falls, where are we going? To the mall. What happened between the town of Niagara and the city of Niagara Falls? Let me get out of that. What is, and this is a real question, and I wish I had somebody. Matter of fact, I'll put the line up here this morning. I know I'm hitting a little different this morning because what is the plan of action? And let me talk to our people, the community that resides between downtown Niagara Falls, High Park, going into the town of Niagara. Let's have a conversation. What is the plan of action that is really going to be put in place to get us an outcome of the change that we keep complaining and talking about? Because I'm going through a season right now in my life where it's like, yo, don't just have a conversation about it. You have to put in some work. You got to put in some pressure, and you got to make some tough decisions. And yes, they may be uncomfortable. All right, let me pause here. Let me and what I'm getting ready to show next isn't to cause discord. It's not to cause any. Oh, he talking about us. He dogging us. No, what I'm getting ready to show you guys is a conflict of interest that had we made a decision to unite on a different front, the outcome could have been crazy. Let me show you. Let me get back to sharing the screen again. Sharing the screen. And feel free to comment and tap in. Like Frank, what you talking about? Share the screen. Sharing the screen. Going back to the summary election, right? So I want you guys to look at the council seat. Just not the council member seat. Now, Brian Archie has come up victorious in this seat. Shout out to you. Proud of you. No beef. Uniqua Lewis is talented, gifted Black woman. Gwendolyn S. Streeter, woman of God, integral, amazing Black woman. James N. Abadanza, don't know much about him, unfortunately. And Brian Archie, a community African-American guy, and I don't want to make this, I don't want to make, understand me, I don't want to make this a colored fight. We have come too far to be just talking about color, but what I will say is that we became divided among ourselves, trying to run for a seat. When I believe the outcome is the outcome, that we could have all independently brought our ideas and our concept, and we would have had a driving force to find a representative to support among us, that we would have been able to push that person so well that it would have been a blowout overall. Because what happened, y'all may not like me. Uh-oh, so I got a comment. Let me get to read my comment. The ugly truth is that our divide is competition based, and it is, and that is something that we've been dealing with not only in politics and business, but guess what? When I walk down the bread aisle and I walk to get bread, there's a whole lot of different companies, a whole lot of different people making bread to appease a people who are coming for that kind of appetite. But just because we're here don't mean I got to destroy, tear down, or break. What I'm saying is, I believe that in this election, with the Common Council seat, we still need to come together at the table and have a conversation to find out what's required. What do we have to do to unite the people for real? This ain't just a Black thing. This is not just a white thing. This is about people who need a transition and a change. But what we did was, when we had to go, and I'm just going to call a spade, when we went out having to get votes, this is what it was like. And I mean no disrespect to anybody. I rock with Gwendolyn. She's amazing. She's awesome. I'll sign your petition. Okay. Matter of fact, Brian Archie, he's good. I want to sign your petition, but I can't sign your petition because I already signed this petition. Matter of fact, Uniqua was doing something crazy. She's stepping out her box. She's evolving into something that's just different. I want to support her too, but I can't support her because I've already signed your petition. So now, y'all don't want me to talk for real this morning, because now the challenge is, now you feel some type of way because I didn't sign your petition because they got to me first, but I ain't got no beef with you. Now mind you, you're like, Dag Frank, why are you saying it like this now that it's over? Because I need us to know, granted, he has the seat. And I'm talking about the council seat. Brian actually has the seat. Boom. Let's go. The support that he should have from our community based off of the work that he's done successfully, we should be supporting and pushing the agendas that's going to aid to the development and the advancement of the city of Niagara Falls and the haves and haves not. I'm just going to talk about it. Good morning. Because for us now, to go back to our corners of the ring, to go back to doing what we've been doing, is not going to be an efficient solution to the challenges. Because let me help you. He's going to have challenges. Okay. I understand. I don't understand this election stuff, child. I'm not here to say like I got it all together. But all I'm saying is that we've done this. We allowed this to be like that. And like I said, I don't want to give the false narrative that I'm just trying to cause more disruption among us. But we got to come together. And guess what? Because I was talking to a young man at Juneteenth, and he said he allowed his belief to separate him from individuals who were heading in the same direction. But because of their belief, he didn't want to engage in them. The vibe is the same. All I'm saying is that we have to agree to disagree. But if our overall objective is to create a better Niagara, if our overall objective is to do what's required, but guess what? There's a diversity of people in this city. We are a melting pot of ideas and thoughts, personalities, challenges, and difficulties. And together, you need somebody who's going to think different than you. And guys said, I'm not sure why it's so hard for us to support one another and truly unite, because we are in a place called survival mode where I got to get mine. And we are offended or taken back if somebody steps into the same kind of vein. Let me help y'all. One person cannot cater to everybody. Listen, granted, Fire 716 Radio is a community radio station, but guess what? I can't cater to everybody. Therefore, there's WUFO, a community station in Buffalo, because guess what? They can't cater to everybody. There's a station called WBLK, playing R&B and hip hop, but they're not aggressively community focused. You know why? Because they can't cater to everybody. But there's somebody, and this is talk, this is just life. You are designed to be an asset to a set group of people. And as long as you keep trying to fight me and come against me, we're only causing divide and division. What you have to do is understand, listen, I'm going to go ahead and call a spade a spade. You may not like it, but too bad. There is a clientele. There is a group of people that the Mayor Restaino isn't going to reach. No shots to him. But there's a group of people such as that Demetrius Nix caters to. And I'm not saying, he's going to be a better candidate, I'm just saying that he has the ability to cater to people who didn't vote. He got people to the polls who you wouldn't normally see at the polls. So what you're saying, Frank, all I'm saying is that when you understand that I'm assigned to a set group of people, if I take my group of people, watch it, and you take your group of people, and you take your set of people, and we execute the plan together, bam, we can do so much more. We can do so much better. Ernie, I'm trying to because I'm gonna tell you why I was kind of triggered like this, because I voted in time past, but I never really looked at the website and seeing who did what went where, what sections did what. And what I see and what I've seen is whoa. Is the lack of involvement necessary? Is the lack of involvement always like this? Where all the people are registered, but only 5% vote? That's normal. Then my part two is, we have been yelling and screaming and talking to our neighbors about the challenges and the difficulties and what we need to happen. But when it comes time to show up at City Hall, we can't find you. Listen to me. I've been there. I've been there where I haven't shown up, but also been there that when I have shown up, we talk about there's no stuff for the kids to do. We talk about that we talk about the limitations in the city of Niagara Falls, but my question is, when are we going to stop complaining and come up with a plan and a solution to bring about change? And let me help y'all. You ain't got to wait on the government seats to make a change and an adjustment. Okay, let me get out of this. Yeah, and Kyle, you may be very much right. It may be the norm. It may just for the primaries. I'm not. I don't take it like I said. I didn't do that research, but I just wish we can do a whole lot better, a whole lot better. But I got people who have heard conversations. I ain't calling nobody name out because I'm not going to be messy today. I'm going to be efficient. I've heard people complain about things in this city. I heard people yell, scream, and picket. But when it comes down to doing the due diligence and the work required to bring about that change, for some reason we get amnesia and we forget, or we don't have the energy, or we don't have the time. Let me help you. You got to put work in here. You know what? Watch this. I'm Ernie only because you're on. We focus so much on the presidential election. That makes sense. Black Ernie has put in work here. Guess what? He left. It was his time. But he's putting in work where he is right now. What you saying, Frank? Yup. We gotta stop talking so much. Denise Scott said this on Fatima Fridays. And we gotta be about the action piece. Because let me help you. Oh, I'm about to get in trouble right here. You don't have to wait for them to sanction or approve the plan. Write the plan. Get the people and push. I watched the men standing strong, and forgive me, men, if I didn't do my part. I didn't do my part like I wanted to. So if you can, somebody can tag men standing strong. I want to first apologize to you all because as you guys had the agenda to change the name of schools, I was supposed to help with that, and I started that process, but I dropped the ball, and I'll take that responsibility. And I want to dismiss that disdain between us because I know I dropped the ball. But what I'm saying is that Men Standing Strong had an agenda to change the name of schools, and then they had the support to do so. Granted, all the schools' names didn't change, but right down the street is Benilia Bond School right down the street. What you saying, Frank? That if you really put in the work and you really have a plan of action, you can get some things done. And guess what? I'm in trouble now. Come see me. That sounds crazy. That sounds wild. I don't know who. Come see me. To help your vision come to pass. Write the vision, make it plain. Let's make it look like something. It's still work you got to do. But we want something for nothing. But you're going to have to, okay, I'm going to give this free idea out. We say there's nothing for the children to do. Create something. Create something. But I didn't have the resources. I didn't say you had to have the resources. I said create something. Having the idea, and I'm a preacher, so this is what it is. The Bible says, write the vision, make it plain, so they that see it can run with it. Watch this. Your responsibility sometimes is just to write. Write. I don't know. I feel like the vein done shifted. Have you written out the vision? We heard the problem. We heard the difficulty. We heard it. But have you written out the plan? Okay. Yo, all right, I'm going to give it to you because I just functioned. So I went to a class called, it's a business model canvas. It helps you create a game plan or a strategy of how to execute a situation, who your connection should be, where you should go, your resources, all those things. If you write out the plan Then you know who you got to go talk to, who you got to communicate with. And they may say no, they may say not now, but if you keep having the conversations, but you know what's wrong? You're afraid somebody's going to steal your idea. You're afraid somebody's going to take it and run with it. Listen, property, light landing, proper planning is what I want you to. Yeah, valid. Because you have to. I just did a business model canvas with a young lady who has an organization designed to help young girls with teenage pregnancy to break generational curses and to have healthy relationships. Because we talking, but we're not doing, I'm guilty for it. We're not doing what's required. Because all I'm telling you is right now that the complaint has to stop. Identify the problem, write the solution. I know. It's Big Frank special edition today. This is just where we're at today because it is what the outcome of this portion of voting, it is what it is. The outcome come November 7th is going to be what you decide. But when all is said and done, whoever occupies whatever seat, there's pressure that has to be put on them as leaders. But there's pressure that have to put on us as citizens to be creative, to give ideas, to take, to take something simple and make it great. Because we are good as a culture to listen to me, okay? We know how to make stuff stretch. We know how to make stuff happen. We know how to be at our last dollar but look good. We know how to make something out of nothing. Ernie, thank you. Vision, right, make a plan. And watch it. When you make vision, right, and make a plan, guess what? When people start showing up, you talk about the idea and they will buy into the vision and support you. And they got some people that's going to support them. Support yields support that's going to support the vision. But we're so caught up in the problem. We're so caught up in the competition. We're so caught up in the challenge. Guess what? It's all right. It's okay. Good competition is fine. Hit them with your best shot. Offer the best that you can because somebody need it. Somebody got to have it. And somebody has to work it. So, Ernie said, you're talking good right now, Big Frank, special edition. I appreciate you 100%. And Kaya says, the reason people are so scared is because instead of collaborating with the, I'm failing. The reason why people are scared is because instead of collaborating people with the money will take your idea and leave you in the dust. The great divide. Great, listen to me. I'm gonna say this well. I'm about to give. Can I say free game? Okay. People buy people. Say that again. And people support people. What you saying? I can have an idea. Watch it. And you can take it, but you're not going to execute the idea like I will. For all those who are sneaky, snaky, and slick, you're not going to produce the quality and the level and the tier that I am because this wasn't yours to do, but you did it anyway. So I'm still, watch, I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm still going to do what it is that I believe I've been called and commissioned and the vision to do, because I'm going to do it in such a way that I'm going to compel the people that need it. And watch this. And I'm going to say this again. People buy people. Why do you say that, Frank? You buy these names based off of the presentation that they presented over time. Michael Kors, Balenciaga, so on and so forth. You support people because you hear their story. You love their journey. You heard their experience. You are compelled to believe that what they're getting ready to do is going to be strong and mighty, so I will support. That's people buying people. But we get turned off, we get mad, we get messy, we get angry, and we go routes that are ineffective to growth and advancement. No, valid. We have God doesn't make mistakes. He gave you ideas, he gave you dreams, he gave you stuff. But the enemy in this world, in this life, is getting us so divided among ourselves. And the catalyst for this conversation was the council seat. But my hope is that we come together with a real plan of action. And guess what? Oh my goodness. Somebody has to be the representative, and you got to be okay with who you choose to represent. Okay, all right. And that's a whole nother conversation, because everybody want to be the chief. And sometimes when everybody want to be the chief, you cause more problems and challenges amongst yourselves. Compromise, balance, suggestions, be open, be honest, be real, figure out the plan. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Figure out the plan. And what I'm into right now, listen, I am in a place where I can help you with the plan. You tell me your mission statement. You tell me what you want to accomplish. And God is just, when I tell you I'm 2 days in. I'm on my third planning process for something. I did it for talking to him, baby Joey Brinson. No, valid. I appreciate that, King. You got to be a team player. Like influence is a major asset to success, right? Not necessarily money, if somebody puts that up, but to success. Because the people that I influence are going to come. But the people that you influence are going to come. And if we are influencing everybody, when we get to the main objective, the support is crazy. And we can all be different. Bible says, how can two walk together unless they agree? Valid. We ain't got to agree on everything. But we can agree to disagree. But what's the overall plan? What's the overall action? But listen, so Kaya is on here. She has, I Believe, Enterprises. She helps with business plans and those things for businesses as well, in helping the advancement. But if you need help and you have a mission, you know what you want to do, I'm here to help make that thing look like something. And I'm going to call it, it's a business model canvas, but it applies to business, to nonprofit organizations. It applies to your life. What's the plan? And who are you connecting to? I'm going to say this, everybody get out of here. I only got 15 minutes left, and I got a smoothie delivery. Some of us are connecting with the wrong people because we are just talking and we haven't written out the plan. With the plan, it helps you to decipher who you're going to connect with. For example, I do JQ juicing. That's my thing, right? And I do clean juicing, smoothies, no additives. Therefore, I have no desire or need to talk to the person that is doing alcohol. Why? Because what I produce is strictly straight. But if I watch this. But if I don't know that, and I got ideas, y'all, keep calm, killers, keep calm. But if I don't know what I want to do, what I would end up doing is connecting to every single opportunity, trying to figure out what works. And I'm exhausting myself and getting disappointed because I've connected to the wrong person again. I connected to this person again because you're talking, but you're not planning. Some of us are connecting to cousins and aunties and nephews just because they related to you and they're talking good. No, this is your demographic. That's a plan. These are your resources. That's your plan. These are your key activities. That's the plan. You have to identify, and you can revamp it and change it, but you got to identify where you're going now. I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself. You have to identify where you are going and who you're going to be connected to accomplish the goal. Let me pause for 37 seconds, and I'm going to say this, and step outside of your comfort zone. I got 13 minutes. This is not about black and white. This is not about competition and fighting, but this is about you going beyond your means, because you only have enough to barely make it. But with a plan of action, it will push you to reach out to resources that are beyond the confines. Yes, support black business. Yes, support local business. Yes, but there's some people, all they do is invest and look for a return. And there's some people who just got to invest because the taxes got to do a thing. You got to have a plan of action. So that when you reach out to those who are of higher echelon, I may not be the word, or higher prestige, who are financially well off, that they can come and support you. Let me help you. If you go ask this millionaire for money and you don't have a plan, they're not going to give it to you because they don't even know where the money is going. Some of y'all trying to get people to support and we don't know where you're going. We don't know what you're doing. We don't know what you're trying to accomplish for real, and we don't know how we can help. The problem that I'm mad at you, the problem is that you don't have a sure plan. I feel the preacher. Let me calm. I get aggressive. I get passionate. I do. It's a planning. I think I'm going to do I'm actually going to probably do a course. I took a class. I might do a course just about planning and helping people identify who your connection should be, who your target is, because some of us can't afford any more disappointment in people. That's just real. We can't afford any more disappointment in what we thought this was going to be, how we expected the outcome to be. We can't afford any more daggers or blows or hits. I get it, but you gotta write your plan out. You got to write your plan out, and this came just from watching this Democratic conservative voting process. I want us to do better as a city. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love Buffalo. I love Buffalo for what they've done and all of the resources they have available. I'm taking the business class out there in July or August if they say the same. But one of my challenges about Buffalo is that they use the name Niagara Falls, but I don't see their presence heavy here. What you mean? The Buffalo Niagara Airport, political stunt situation. They use the name, but we have our own airport that is not top tier, but subpar. We got one flight that comes in, 2 flights, and then it's over. The Buffalo Niagara Medical Corridor sounds amazing. Beautiful place in Buffalo, off of Main Street High, the area. But I'm not really seeing the Buffalo Niagara Corridor present heavily in the city of Niagara Falls. They're there. They're here a little bit. But the aggression that the corridor gives in Buffalo versus what's here, what you're saying, Frank. All I'm saying is that it's time for Niagara Falls to truly experience something great and mighty. And it's not necessarily on our governmental leaders. It is truly on us. I got a caller. Hold on. Fire 716, Frank speaking.
What's going on, Big Frank? Black Ernie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How you doing?
I'm good. Hold on. Give me a hot second. Let me get you in my ears. You there, Ernie? You there?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yes, sir. I got you. Yes, sir. I got you, Ernie.
Yeah, you hear?
Yeah, yes, sir.
I just wanted to say right quick, everything you're saying is directly. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Go ahead, Ernie. I hear you. I got you. Go ahead, Ernie. I got you.
Can't hear you.
You hear me now?
Hello,
Yo, you hear me? Yeah.
Frank.
Yeah. Hello.
Okay, listen.
I got you. I got you. You on?
It's a delay.
Is it better now? Or are you listening? You on the phone or you on the app? Or you on both?
Hey, somebody pranking me. What are you doing, Frank?
I got you. I'm here. Oh no, I'm here, Ernie. You hear me? Ernie, can you hear me? Ernie, are you on the app or you on the phone?
I'm on the phone.
All right, so I hear you. You on?
Yeah. I'm on the phone.
Yes, sir. So talk. They can hear you online too.
Okay, listen. What I wanted to say was that everything you said is. Oh, hello.
I'm here.
You keep going out.
You breaking up, but you said, "I'm here. I'm listening to you. I'm here. I hear you."
Okay. I'm just gonna talk. Okay. I'm just gonna talk. Well, what I'm saying is everything you're saying is great. It's in the house. Everything is great. But sometimes what we got to do when we have ideas and plans is right. You have to write it down. You got to see the vision and write it down, right? But sometimes your idea will be too big for the people that you're preaching it to, and they can't see it.
Yeah.
And I say that because when I tried to go to the community with the PlayStation tournament, they didn't see it. They didn't want to do it. But then God moved me to Vegas, and guess what? They doing $2 million tournaments where I'm at. So I'm basically trying to say that sometimes you have something so big that mediocre people ain't gonna be able to. They ain't gonna be able to rock with you. You got to take it to the big stage.
Yeah, that's real. That's valid. That's valid.
Yeah. So now I'm out here in Vegas, and I see the tournaments being done. But sometimes people don't want what's best for a whole. They just want what's best for them.
Yeah.
See, me, I did this PlayStation thing out of helping the kids. I want the kids, and I want the older people to understand the way you get in touch with these kids is you got to identify with them by getting into PlayStations, getting into their phones, Google, and seeing the things that they're doing.
Yeah.
You can't tell them what to do when they like to do what they're doing. You got to tap into what they're doing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes I just want to. I want to try to help. My whole thing, I want to try to help the community.
Yeah.
I'm all about that. I'm not selfish. I want to help the community. But sometimes when I have a plan, it's too big for that city.
Yeah, that's real.
Not to toot my own horn, but you have people that don't have a vision.
Yeah.
And you're preaching to a dead wall.
Yeah. No.
You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying, and
as a people, we will support. And I like what you was talking about, how we'll support these Balenciagas and Gucci's and all that, but you won't support a Big Frank smoothie.
Right.
You understand me? For whatever reason it is, we bad with that. We terrible with that.
Yeah.
You know, so we got a lot of work to do with ourselves. It don't have to be your plan and what you have going forward. You got to have some stuff. I think what I'm trying to say is a lot of people talk God, but they're not in tune with him.
No, for real. Seriously.
You know what I mean? Everybody talking about, oh my God. Well, I'm just gonna leave it over to God. That's just cliche talk.
Yeah.
That's just cliche talk. How many people got up this morning and prayed before they got out of bed?
Right.
I know I did.
Absolutely.
Like you really got to get in tune with that man upstairs.
Yeah.
Because believe it or not, it's not you that's gonna take you to the next level. It's him.
It's him.
So So no matter how good your ideal is, no matter how good your vision is, if you ain't in tune with him, he ain't taking you there.
You're not taking and that's 100% because
so that's all I had to say to you, Big Frank. You keep it up, man, and I love the 716 Fire Radio, man. Everybody there, I appreciate what y'all doing. Y'all have great content, and just keep up the good work, man. I don't give a damn what happens. Keep that same cash you got. Y'all got a good core of information and valid issues going on. Just keep it up and keep pushing, man.
Yeah, we'll do. Appreciate you, Ernie, 100%. Thank you, sir.
All right, buddy.
All right. Period. Period. And to what Ernie has been saying, man, and that's real. That sometimes the vision is too big. I guess, and I hate to be, can't hate to be it. This is just who I am, churchy, but that's a part of. Everybody think it's just religious and it's just whatever. That God renews the mind to show you, and I'm guilty, that it's so far bigger. And you can't be afraid to go bigger. I was at my last studio, and the Bishop Joey Brinson walked in and said, "It's too small." And I was just like, "Dang, okay." And then I transitioned to this space I'm in now. Guess what, y'all? It's bigger, but it's still too small. And I'm looking to get with people who are willing to take those, can I say how I hear it? Life-threatening risk. Not that of, I might die doing this, but that I'm willing to risk some stuff, to take a chance to try something crazy. I'm willing to do it. That's the hope. We need the effects there. Bum, 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 bum. Valid. I'm gonna have those on soon. Listen. This is a Big Frank special edition. It is what it was. I do it as I'm compelled. Listen, I gotta get out of here. I gotta head to Buffalo. I have a smoothie delivery to make, and then I have some commercials to do. Listen, before I get out of here, if you need voiceovers, commercials, holler at me. You need video edits, let me know. If you need help developing a business plan, a business model canvas, I can help you. If you need a more in-depth business plan, I can send you over to other resources like I Believe Enterprises as well. Photography, videography. We do so much here at Hanley Holdings, which owns the radio station. Just make sure you guys reach out because we're here to be a help. Whatever you need, hit me up, fire716radio@gmail.com, and we can get things done. We can outsource. We can give you connections to people. We can make things happen, but it's time to help. And the first part of that is writing the vision, making it plain, because you got to figure out, is it big or if it's small, where it need to go. But listen, I holler at y'all. It's your boy, Big Frank. It's been good. It's been real. It's really been an amazing time. I'm grateful for all that you have. And this is my intro, outro joint right here. Let's go.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. You and I have never seen democracy. All we've seen is hypocrisy.
All we say to America is be true to what you said on paper.
You know what's right. Just do right. It will satisfy your soul.
Before I get out of here, I almost forgot. Grand opening going down July 8th, 12 to 4, 3019 Niagara Street. You don't want to miss that. You can also do a pop-up shop if you want to. It's going down. Hit me up, 716-371-1903. Or you can go on my Facebook page and you can hit the link tree. But the grand opening is July 8th. Vendors, food, music, prizes. Come see what we got going on, what we do. It's Big Frank, special edition. It is what it is. I holler at y'all. Peace, love, soul. Booyah!
Beautiful Boss LLC, where we empower people and encourage them to be the beautiful boss they were created to be. I advocate for abuse victims, mainly abused children. You don't abuse your children. Like, for example, made to go to bed without food to eat, being sexually abused and raped, that's abuse. Yes, there's so many of them. That's amazing why I wrote this book, guys, because I went through a lot as a child. You know, I was abused very terribly. And it just, God put it on my heart to write this book to advocate for abuse victims.
Everybody, this is DMP Speaks coming at you. And
it's not enough to just dream about your ideas, right? You've got to take action to bring about their creation. Time is passing us by, and that time that we have, and we think we have so much time, we don't have the time like we thought we did 20, 30 years ago. We literally, when we get an idea, we got to make sure this is something that we're supposed to do. It's a part of our purpose. It's a part of our life's work. And we got to be dream creators.
What's up, everybody? It's Kier here, Inject Faith, Hope, Love. We all are facing some type of battle. This time I decided that I'm fighting back. I just refuse to literally let the battle overpower me, and I want to overpower the battle this time. You have to still go through the battle because I still need to get out of you what I need from you. You can beat it. It's just about knowing to getting into a place of confidence, like, I can beat this. I can get past this. This does not have to consume me. This does not have to... I don't have to wear this on my shoulders at all, truthfully. I can let it go. What's up, everybody? It's Kier here, Inject